Then, the system notified that the detected skill, Arson S, could be combined with the forbidden curse F air cell and had been automatically executed. Now, Ningfeng had learned the passive skill Fall Air Defense, which automatically reduces damage by a certain percentage absorbed by Fall Air Defense when attacked, with the same limit as the damage dealt by F Air Defense. After the attack stops, Fall Air Defense gradually repairs itself. Ningfeng said, so, forbidden curses can also be combined with lower level spells to produce new effects. With this, I have another means of defense. Ordinary damage is very ineffective against me. Ningfeng then tried looking at another book, and the system again notified that the detected skill, Feign Rock Technique, could be combined with the forbidden curse F Air Cell, the Meteor Fire Rain, and had been automatically executed. Ningfeng successfully learned Elemental Mastery R, which made all his spell effects percentage-based. After that, Ningfeng realized that he still had 4 skill slots and needed to buy some new books. He went to the exchange tower and met the pretty clerk from before. This time, the clerk recognized Ningfeng and began to act kindly towards him. However, Ningfeng was looking for Miss Yang Xin. The clerk explained that Yang Xinyang was with another client, so she would accompany Ningfeng today. However, Ningfeng refused, saying he could walk on his own. This refusal upset the clerk, as she felt compared to Yang Xin. At the same time, Yang Xinyang appeared in front of Ningfeng, who looked happy to see her. Yang Xinyang apologized for not being there earlier and explained that she had been eating in the back. She learned of Ningfeng's arrival from her colleague. Ningfeng said to her, sorry to disturb your meal. I'll repay you later as compensation. The familiarity between Ningfeng and Yang Xinyang made the other clerk very upset, but she couldn't do much about it. Later, Ningfeng met with the boss and said, I want to sell these 2 skill books and buy some more magic skill books. The boss said that it could be done without any problems. Yang Xinyang immediately assisted Ningfeng. The boss, in his heart, began to take an interest in Ningfeng's background, especially after seeing the orange weapon and now the purple skill books that Ningfeng brought. He planned to send someone to investigate further. Meanwhile, Ningfeng and Yang Xinyang had a meal together. Ningfeng tried to pay the bill, but Yang Xinyang said that the meal was already paid for. Ningfeng said, didn't we agree that I would repay you? However, Yang Xinyang replied, no, I have my reasons for treating you. Don't worry. Ningfeng tried to ask for her reasons, but Yang Xinyang said it was a secret. Ningfeng tried to escort Yang Xin, but Yang Xinyang declined, saying she would take a taxi home herself. Ningfeng couldn't do much and just said, alright, be careful. When Yang Xinyang was in the car, she headed to the second city hospital. There, the mystery was revealed that Yang Xinyang was very grateful to Mr. Ning because the commission she earned yesterday was enough to pay off her sick father's medical bills. However, moments later, a horrific incident occurred when a loud explosion hit their car, leaving Yang Xinyang shocked and terrified. Currently, there are evil monsters approaching. These monsters have begun to destroy the place entirely. Due to this incident, Yang Xinyang tried to escape from the car to find a safe place, but she then fell. As a result of her fall, she could only say, what is happening? Monsters appearing in this safe zone. It's impossible. Soon, a terrifying monster was behind her. Then, the captain who controlled these monsters appeared and started to smile broadly. After that, an explosion occurred. The monsters began attacking Yang Xinyang, but she tried to defend herself. Yang Xinyang realized that her attacks were useless at this point. In front of her was a truly tough monster, which then aimed a sword at her. Fortunately, in this critical moment, a commander managed to sweep the area clean, including the monsters, saving Yang Xinyang. The captain asked Yang Xinyang if she was okay. Yang Xinyang replied that she was in normal condition. After that, the captain said, if you can move, find a place to hide yourself now. Yang Xinyang hurried to do so because the entire area was already contaminated. The captain then began talking about the secret world that was starting to merge with the real world. I've never seen such a serious situation before. These monsters usually can't be handled by a 1-star person, he said. He recalled the words of a bespectacled person who mentioned that there was a possibility of monsters hiding in the city and causing disaster at any time. While thinking about it, he was attacked by someone. Fortunately, he managed to dodge the attack. The captain realized that in front of him was a human or perhaps a mutant. However, the figure said, mutant. Don't compare me to such trash. I am the one chosen by the power of darkness. Hearing this, the captain said, chosen. I've never heard of that before, but I have to forget about that now. This is not the time to think about it. The captain began to fight the man with his abilities. The man dared to rebel and managed to hit the captain's body. The captain said, this is bad. This person has at least high-level power or more. Nevertheless, he did not give up. The man said again, this is my territory from now on. He created a formation and asserted to the captain, weak people like you don't deserve to fight me. The man launched a lightning attack that hit the captain's body, pushing him back with severe injuries. The man said, I really become stronger by stepping on this land. There is a wave of power continuously flowing. As he was being arrogant, the controller or demon in his necklace said, "Lowly human like you, don't get carried away by yourself. You are the weakest." The man apologized. The demon asserted, "The power you have was granted by me. If it weren't for me, you would be nothing but an insect burrowing in the earth." The demon truly controlled everything and oppressed the man, asserting, "Prove to me if you still have value." The man seemed submissive and very respectful. The demon added, "Offer all the people in this city as sacrifices for my command over this world." The man replied, "Understood, I will do as instructed." In the midst of all this, Ningfeng emerged from the toilet. He was very surprised and did not expect to see so many astonishing events in front of him, even though he had just finished using the toilet. Now the monsters began to look towards Ningfeng. Ningfeng was attacked by a monster, but he managed to use his abilities to defeat the monster easily. Ningfeng successfully used his skill, Air Spike Barrier, causing the monster to die. Now, Ningfeng said, "Thankfully, I invested a lot in this weapon. Today, this weapon is equipped with a purple skill that is perfect for enhancing my magic power." With this condition, Ningfeng began to move forward even more. There, he saw the captain being deceived by someone, namely an evil man. Sea-Boy said, "Wow, there are still little pests that manage to escape the net, huh?" Sea-Boy now attempts to attack Ningfeng. However, Ningfeng is not afraid at all. Instead, Ningfeng remains calm in the man's grasp. Sea-Boy eventually realizes that Ningfeng is extremely difficult to crush and defeat. Ningfeng manages to form a protective barrier around himself, making Sea-Boy understand that this is no easy feat. Ningfeng can withstand his attack. Now, the Dark Demon says, "So strong. This is a completely different kind of dark power. This threat is far beyond my own." Ningfeng truly dominates the battlefield. The Dark Demon even says, "This is impossible. This isn't right. I sense a presence more terrifying than death." Ningfeng then begins to speak, "You seem to be quite impressive. But should I recite the forbidden spell in this city?" Ningfeng opens his eyes and delivers a powerful blow to the man, shattering his attack instantly and shrinking his hand. The man's weapon is completely destroyed, making him look very scared. In this state, the Dark Demon says, "The user you're fighting is beyond my reach. You'll have to handle this on your own." Then the entrance, or gate, will soon close, causing the monsters to try to return to their lair. Eventually, Sea-Boy is left behind. Sea-Boy can only say, "My power. What is happening? Why am I suddenly so weak?" Ningfeng now truly exudes an aura of oppression. Mutants are those who, during the awakening process, receive a hidden job from the darkness. They have the ability to harness dark powers, granting them superior strength compared to standard professions at the same level. In this battle, Ningfeng successfully kills Sea-Boy, causing him to perish instantly. Amidst this situation, Ningfeng finally says, "Let's quickly gather the loot on the ground before anyone notices and head back home." Shortly after, we are shifted to another sector where much chaos has been managed. Currently, the two girls will head to the southern part of the city because there is a lot of uncontrollable chaos there and many victims have yet to be found. This is all Captain Zoo's responsibility, and they hurry there. Upon arriving, they see a man named Duan sitting with the main perpetrator of the chaos. Duan eventually says that he is a member of Cloud Beyond Illusion and that he came here on a mission. Knowing about Illusion makes the girls understand that this is an unofficial organization formed by all the fighters. According to rumors, their operations are conducted in secret. So why is this man here? Duan says that this person, the perpetrator, was originally one of their members, but he betrayed the organization. He helped Rim's secret forces infiltrate and lead monsters to ambush our camp. Some people survived, while others perished. The death of this perpetrator makes the women realize that this might be the reason for Rim's invasion halting. They then begin to wonder who is the killer behind all this. They really don't know who this mysterious figure is that managed to kill the main perpetrator. Even Captain Zoo and his troops have been defeated. This is a truly formidable figure in Kinyu City. Duan then immediately leaves to search for something in a different part of Ningfeng's house. We are then shown Ningfeng, who is very happy to have obtained Everlasting Glory loot, a high-level top and high-level pants. Here, Ningfeng says, "This is even more exciting than defeating the big boss. I didn't see the man wearing it. It looks like he wasn't qualified for this level." Ningfeng also finds an unregistered and unfounded pendant necklace. He realizes that there might be someone hiding there and starts to look towards the necklace. At the same time, the Dark Demon also notices someone approaching him. The Dark Demon orders his subordinates to stop the person looking at them. He says, "Cut off all communication, don't let our location be revealed." They all quickly do so. The Dark Demon truly did not expect Ningfeng to sense his presence. Meanwhile, at the hospital, Captain Zoo is being treated. He says that the person who helped him was a very handsome young warrior. As soon as the enemies saw him, they opened the gate to the secret rim and fled, making this person truly terrifying. A woman then says, "I can vaguely sense that this person's strength is not inferior to mine." The bespectacled man also adds that the individual who managed to escape capture is a mysterious figure who is difficult to control, and this mysterious figure left no trace except for some ordinary magical traces. There were no special discoveries on the battlefield last night. Captain Zhu said, "It would be nice if that mysterious figure stayed around us." This thought brings a sense of security. Unbeknownst to them, the bespectacled man began to guess that the mysterious figure was likely a mutant with much stronger powers. Sometime later, we are shown Ningfeng again, requesting the officers for a career change to complete his mission. He hurriedly carried out the process and arrived at the rim of Radiant Temple, where he would depart. However, someone was following him, none other than Duan. It should be noted that a few days earlier at the Yuaning trading market, a man named Duan tried to buy various equipment. Mr. Wang said that he had just received new materials for sale yesterday, a pair of top and pants belonging to Ningfeng. Duan asked where he could find that person, but Mr. Wang did not know for sure and assumed Ningfeng was still on duty. It turned out that Duan was looking for the set of clothes because he realized they belonged to his master. According to his master, the top and pants were very important, even though Duan had not seen them with his own eyes. He was convinced they were his master's legacy and tried to retrieve them. However, Master Wang said he had not yet been able to do so because the person had not returned to confirm the matter. After Duan left, Master Wang was a bit puzzled about Ningfeng's background. From the investigation conducted by his subordinates, Ningfeng's parents were ordinary two-star professionals. They disappeared in an accident when Ningfeng was young, leaving him alone. He attended the 7th City Middle School and at a young age had already become a one-star professional. The pretty girl was aware that this was probably normal given Ningfeng's appearance. However, they were now confused about where Ningfeng obtained the very good items sold at their company. Mr. Wang knew about this situation, so there was a very big problem. Wang said that the item was probably not stolen, but it might have been obtained unlawfully and Ningfeng was involved in something dangerous. Back to the present, Ningfeng was being followed by Duan from behind. Duan now said, "It's still unbelievable that someone so young could drive out an invasion into the Secret Rim. After all, even a power like my master's was defeated by the Secret Rim's boss. However, according to reports, my master's legacy might be in this man's hands. If he himself isn't strong enough, then there must be someone supporting him. In any case, being cautious is clearly the wise choice." After that, Ningfeng kept walking and started changing his equipment. Now, his gear looked ordinary, making Duan incredulous. Ningfeng even looked like an ungraduated student. Duan realized this might be a disguise. Considering his age, a novice disguise wouldn't raise suspicion and would make it easy to blend into the crowd. If he deliberately hid his tracks, he might try to lose me. But to avoid alerting him, I can't follow too closely. As a precaution, I'll use a skill to mark the location just in case. The skill activated was Spirit Guidance, which marked the target in consciousness without being detected by the target. Ningfeng continued into the temple, feeling a dominant effect ahead. Because of this, no monsters dared to approach him and instead let him pass unchallenged. Duan was very surprised. This was very unusual, as if all the monsters were avoiding him. This man was clearly not ordinary. After that, he saw Ningfeng facing a statue that had been still. Ningfeng then understood this was not his mission. He moved forward and tried until he encountered the true boss of the place. The boss began to look at him, but when it saw Ningfeng, it ran away in fear and tried to hide. Ningfeng knew this figure was trying to escape him. However, in this situation, Duan couldn't believe even the rare hidden boss was scared of Ningfeng. Now, Ningfeng was eager to complete his mission to defeat the hidden temple boss. He rushed to face the creature. A lightning attack was unleashed by Ningfeng, paralyzing the creature. Ningfeng then tried to capture it, and without hesitation, used the active skill Thunderous Descent, a forbidden dark spell that could summon a thunderstorm. The Wrath of Heaven's passive condition caused a massive explosion, instantly killing the creature. Witnessing this, Duan was astounded. He finally realized this was the man's true power. Duan could only say that world-destroying magic like this had never been seen before. It was too terrifying. The young man's power undoubtedly surpassed his master's. Could he possess the legendary 8th transformation power? After that, Ningfeng gained a lot of XP points and obtained what he was looking for, the Defend emblem, which can increase spirit attributes and recovery effect percentages. Ningfeng then planned to use a teleportation scroll to return. However, he was startled by the presence of Duan. Ningfeng was very surprised to see him, and this made Duan appear frightened. Here, Duan asked Ningfeng to make peace, but suddenly, the sound of sirens was heard. Ningfeng suggested they leave first and talk outside. They quickly did so. Briefly, when they arrived at a quieter place, Ningfeng realized that Duan had been following him all the way. Duan tried to say, "I sincerely apologize. I have no other intentions. I just wanted to confirm. After all, you look very young. If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I wouldn't believe it. Even though my master was extraordinary, he paid with his life just to temporarily seal the attack. He let the traitor escape." Over the years, the traitor has been continuously using humans as victims in an effort to break the seal. I have been chasing him endlessly but to no avail. In the midst of what was happening, Ning Feng understood that this man's power was at the fourth transformation. Ning Feng's silent expression made Duan appear terrified, as if Ning Feng wanted to silence him with death. There, Duan tried to stay calm and said, "Boss, I am very grateful that you helped me avenge my master. If you need any help in the future, just let me know." Ning Feng now thought to himself, this person has a decent level and operates alone. Building a good relationship with him might be beneficial. Ning Feng then said, "Regarding today's events, I would prefer if no one else but you knew about it." Duan understood this and promised to keep it a secret. In his heart, Duan said, "Boss's magic is filled with extraordinary dark power, yet he saves innocent people and successfully repels the invasion from the secret rim, saving the entire city. A humble, strong person like him deserves my respect. Besides, I have nowhere else to go now, so I will stay in Kinyu City for a while." After that, Ning Feng received a phone call from Kai Wai. Kai Wai asked about Ning Feng's whereabouts, and Ning Feng said that he was outside the city and preparing to return. Kai Wai also said that he wanted to meet Ning Feng because there was something he wanted to discuss. Ning Feng was quite surprised because Kai Wai suddenly called him. It turned out that all this was the work of a bespectacled girl who wanted to investigate Ning Feng because there was something suspicious. Zui Lan knew that Ning Feng was a student who had awakened a few days ago but suddenly reached the first transformation level. If it weren't for the timely investigation, this might have been overlooked. Kai Wai tried to say that Ning Feng was a good person and very diligent in his studies. Kai Wai was sure that Ning Feng was not an evil person. Zui Lan understood that, but there was something that needed clarification. Zui Lan then recalled a meeting where she tried to say that there was a terrible figure in Kinyu. In that meeting, it was said that everyone seemed not to believe Zui Lan. Zui Lan said that there were 2 destructive spells that appeared in Kinyu City caused by a mutant. However, everyone seemed not to believe that. They suspected that there were no mutants that strong because essentially, mutants who used dark power had to pay a corresponding price. The stronger the mutant, the greater the price they had to pay. The impact could be a shortened lifespan, loss of sanity, or even transformation into a new kind of monster. Even for the most common price, if not careful, it could lead a mutant to a fate worse than death. Zui Lan tried to explain, but again and again, her colleague said, "Zui Lan, you are very good at making up stories. Stop with your hypocritical excuses and lies. That clearly shows your inability to find the facts. If there really is a king-level mutant, I will smash my own head." There, a senior officer also said, "We have already sent an investigation team to Kinyu City, and this is something that needs to be taken seriously. The investigation team has also taken over all your responsibilities." Zui Lan was very upset because this was a sign of distrust towards her. Therefore, Zui Lan insisted on uncovering everything to avoid being humiliated again. One of the people Zui Lan suspected as the mysterious figure was Ning Feng, because according to circulating information, there was destruction occurring at the secret rim, the Radiant Temple. Kai Wai was also aware that Ning Feng was there on a mission, which meant there was something behind all of this. Due to the incident at the Radiant Temple, a protective shield was activated in the city to protect everyone there. People began to fear the threat, but the officials said, "Don't worry, the protective shield has been activated at the highest level, which will prevent dark forces from outside and will not affect the city area." Everyone thought it would be safe, but amidst what was happening, Ning Feng could only say to himself, this commotion triggered the highest security level immediately. It seems I have to wait until the alert is lifted before I can go home." Suddenly, a figure approached the shield. Unexpectedly, it was a demon army trying to attack humans. The demon army realized that humans were the most fragile beings and immediately launched an attack. Their leader, Lord Gol, began to organize his subordinates to attack humans and deliver a surprise. The attack began, making many humans aware of the strangeness above them. Soon, the humans started fighting the monsters before them. They tried to find a safe place to survive. The human army realized that the shield no longer successfully held the demons, so they had to prepare for battle. Ning Feng and Duan took the initiative there. Ning Feng and Duan realized that this was similar to what happened in Kinyu City before. Ning Feng told Duan to take action. Duan, who received the order, realized that his boss asked him to carry out a mission to test himself. Duan said, "I understand now, boss. Don't worry, leave everything to me." The tension increased, explosions occurred, and the demon army struck the human forces hard. Lord Gol now tried to defeat the human army with his abilities. The fighters tried to face Lord Gol, but none of the attacks could hurt him. The human forces were easily defeated, realizing they could not approach Lord Gol. Lord Gol became more arrogant. He said, "How disappointing. I thought there would be strong individuals among humans." Amidst what was happening, Lord Gol was about to sweep away all the humans before him. When he tried to launch a powerful attack, someone with a sword blocked him. It was Duan. Lord Gol understood, finally I found an opponent. A battle ensued between the two. Duan managed to attack Lord Gol, forcing him to retreat. Lord Gol tried to counter, but Duan's speed was extraordinary. He approached and delivered several slashes to Lord Gol's body, causing many injuries. The humans who witnessed the battle wondered, what level is this man's power? The monster didn't even have a chance to fight back. Judging by his abilities, he is extraordinary. Maybe he is a high-star hidden profession. Duan managed to deliver a powerful blast towards Lord Gol, killing him. Duan was very confident. It was known that Duan was a secret warrior of the 5th star hidden profession. Ningfeng believed that Duan had deep secrets and extraordinary determination. The remaining monsters tried to escape, but the humans thwarted their efforts. Everything was now safe. Ningfeng met with Duan, who asked, "Is there anything else I need to do?" Ningfeng replied, "No need, you have already proven yourself." Duan then took the loot dropped by the monsters and handed it to Ningfeng. Everyone was surprised because this man was so kind to Ningfeng. Among the loot was a perfect agility skill book for Wanju and an extraordinary dorsal shield. Two officials tried to greet Ningfeng and Duan. The mayor said, "Thank you, two strong individuals, for your intervention saved Longbo City. I am Sidong Ming, the mayor of Longbo. You don't seem like locals." Ningfeng confirmed, "Initially, we came here for business, but we didn't expect to get trapped here and be unable to leave for a while." The mayor realized that Ningfeng couldn't move because the protective shield had been activated. To make amends, the mayor gave Ningfeng a flag scroll that he had just purchased. The flag scroll is a rare item that is hard to obtain in a small town. Although it can only be used once, it offers a convenient and quick journey for short to medium distances. The mayor then said, "We have an urgent request. Things are chaotic everywhere. Can you both stay in Longbo for a few days?" Ningfeng replied, "Sorry, I'm busy and cannot fulfill that request." The mayor understood and then gave Ningfeng the highest black card of Yuanseng trade. This black card is only issued to successful individuals who enjoy various privileges. Ningfeng thanked him. The mayor said, "If Longbo faces danger in the future, can we ask for your help?" Ningfeng replied, "No problem, as long as I have time." Everyone was happy because it seemed that Longbo's safety was assured. They then departed using the equipment provided by the mayor. Unexpectedly, Wanju saw their departure and said to Anya, "I just saw Ningfeng flying with someone." Anya replied, "You must be mistaken. Ningfeng couldn't possibly afford that." Hearing this insult, Ningfeng was very upset with Zozan, making him even more silent. Not long after, colleagues started talking about the mission they both received there. If his mission was Class A, unfortunately, he did not get Class S. Even so, they said that Class A is quite good and a rare opportunity. Then they started asking Wang Yu. Wang Yu now fell silent and seemed unwilling to answer. Everyone started to suspect that Wang Yu received a task below Class C in this situation. Seosun looked arrogant and told Wang Yu to chase his future again. However, without thinking twice, Wang Yu said that he got a Class S mission. Everyone was very surprised by this. There, Wang Yu looked worried because he received a task to unlock a hidden class that had never existed before. Si Shusen was very surprised by this and said, "I've never heard of that before. Triggering a hidden profession during a profession change is a mistake." But, again and again, Wang Yu said that he could make a profession change. During the exchange, the system said, "Profession advancement detected." The transfer recipient has a key item, Pioneer Emblem, allowing the original profession Swip Arcer to advance to Shadow of Vanguard. The transfer mission will also undergo corresponding changes. The current profession is at an advanced level, Shadow of the Vanguard. At that time, Wang Yu knew that all this was caused by the Pioneer Emblem given by Ning earlier, and this was a good thing for him. Seosun then said, "What is Shadow of Vanguard? I've never heard of it. There may be a mistake in the profession change system. If you make the wrong decision, it could ruin your entire life." However, unfortunately, Wang Yu didn't need Seosun's concern. Seosun really felt humiliated again and again. Soon after, Seosun was very ambitious to find the emblem despite the dangers and additional costs he would incur. After that, we were shown Ningfeng again, who was now trying to make a profession change. Here, his level S mission was successfully completed and he experienced significant changes. Ningfeng acquired another passive skill, Simulacy Wielding, which increased his dark power and gave him the ability to manipulate forbidden spells accurately. When Ningfeng did that, his guardian, Duan, was seen guarding there. Unexpectedly, Officer Zuilan saw the two of them. Zuilan wondered, what is that strongest fighter doing, and why does he seem close to Ningfeng? Judging by his current appearance, Duan seemed to be guarding Ningfeng. Zuilan became increasingly suspicious of Ningfeng. At this point, Bu Zuilan told Kai Wai what he saw about Ningfeng. Zuilan said that Ningfeng was not just an ordinary student. Next, Kai Wai's task was to find out who Ningfeng really was. Kai Wai said, "Don't worry, I'll confirm that with Ningfeng. I'm sure he won't be our enemy." Not long after, Ningfeng met with Kai Wai. There, Ningfeng said, "Is there something you want to say when you called me?" Kai Wai said, "Yes, there is indeed something that needs to be discussed." Hearing this, the fighter Dune said, "Boss, I'll wait nearby." Hearing the word boss made Kai Wai very surprised. There, Ning Feng tried to explain that it was just a joke from Dune. However, Kai Wai still said, "Ning Feng, you have completed the first transformation." Ning Feng was surprised to hear that. In his heart, Ning Feng said, "Although I didn't expect to keep it a secret for long, if it gets discovered, it will be too soon." However, Kai Wai has always been kind to me, one of the few people I can trust. She won't hurt me. After that, Ning Feng said, "Kai Wai, your words are correct. Since explaining this is quite complicated, I prefer not to tell too many people." Hearing this, Kai Wai said, "There is another question, which might seem unexpected, but I need to confirm it. Have you been influenced by the forces of darkness?" Ning Feng fell silent. He asked, "Why are you asking this?" Kai Wai replied, "Because recently there have been many anomalies occurring worldwide. The invasion of secret dimensions into reality is becoming more intense. Many individuals who succumb to the influence of the forces of darkness are gradually transforming into new mutants.